The House will come to order. Today's Pledge of Allegiance is by Mariana Leon, Catlin Hutzel, from Aurora West College Preparatory Academy in Aurora, Colorado, and they are my guests.
Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And members, this morning we do have a choir that is here from the Denver Gay Men's Chorus. They are going to be performing for us this morning.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J, Becker K,
Excused.
Beckman, Benavides, Bridges, Bridges,
Excused.
Buck, Buckner, Carver, Catlin, Coleman, Covarrubias, Danielson, Escar, Everett, Everett,
Excused.
Exum, Foot, Garnett, Janal, Gray, Hamner, Hanson, Herod, Hooten, Humphrey, Jackson, Kennedy, Kraft-Tharp, Landgraf, Lawrence, Lee. Leonard. Lewis. Lewis.
Excuse.
Liston. Lontine. Lundeen. McKean. McLaughlin. Melton. Michelson Janae. Thank you. Neville. Pabone. Pedersen. Rankin. Ransom. Ryer. Roberts. Rosenthal. Rosenthal. Representative Kay Becker is present.
Excuse.
Sane. Salazar. Sandridge. Sias. Singer. Thurlow. Valdez. Van Winkle. Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Winkler. Oh. Winter. Wist. Wist. Oh, he's with Nico. Young. Madam Speaker.
Here.
You got off easy yesterday. A bunch of us were asleep.
Representative Bridges is present.
All right. But you're not getting off that easy today.
With 62 present and 3 excused, we do have a quorum. Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If I could have your attention for a moment, colleagues. I just wanted to say something.
Hold on one second, Representative Catlin. Members, can we please have your attention? Representative
Thank
Catlin.
you, Madam Speaker. Members, I just wanted to tell you that I'm very, very proud of you. Each and every one of you has taken time out of your life to come and support and to represent the people in your neighborhoods and in your communities and in your counties and towns. I don't know if you've been thanked by the people that you represent, but believe me, they should be thanking you. Each and every one of you has done a terrific job as long as I've been here. I'm very proud to be part of this General Assembly. Thank you very much. Madam Speaker, I move that the reading of the Journal for Monday, April 23rd, 2018 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
All right, members, you have heard the motion. Everyone in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed signify by saying no. That motion passes. Reports of committees of reference. Mr. Randall.
Committee on Education. After consideration of the merits of the committee, following House Bill 1197 be amended as follows, and that's amended to be referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Favorable recommendation. House Bill 1309 be amended as follows, and that's amended to be referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Favorable recommendation. House Bill 1367 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. House Bill 1395 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. House Bill 1396 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. House Bill 1412 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. Senate Bill 85 be amended as follows, and that's amended to be referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Favorable recommendation. Senate Bill 158 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations.
Announcements and introductions.
Today's calendar.
Announcements and introductions. Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Health Insurance and Environment Committee, listen up. We will be meeting this morning upon adjournment, and we'll be hearing two bills. House Bill 1370, which is for action only, and House Bill 1365. And please be there 5 minutes after we adjourn. Thanks.
Further announcements and introductions. Representative Young.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, if I could have your attention, you may have noticed in today's calendar in the committee meetings there was a mention of an approps meeting today that would be held in the well following roll at approximately 9:10. And I'm here to announce that as soon as we recess temporarily as a House, we will be having an approps meeting in the well.
I'm listening, Mr. Chair.
Madam Speaker, can I get a little...
She's talking to you, though.
Oh, you are?
She's
We're going to recess and then...
Representative Young.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If I could get the chamber's attention, please.
Members, can we please have your attention? Representative Young.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We're going to recess temporarily as a House in just a few minutes, and we will have an appropriations committee meeting here in the well. And the bills that will be heard are House Bill 1309 with Coleman and Wilson, House Bill 1367, McLaughlin and Wilson, House Bill 1412 with Buckner and Lundeen, Senate Bill 85, which is McLaughlin, and Senate Bill 158, which is the Speaker and Representative Catlin. And so those 5 bills will be heard in the well as soon as we recess temporarily. And members of the approps, you'll come down here, and those whose bills I called should be in attendance as well. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Great. Thank you, Representative Young. We're going to continue to finish the announcements and introductions. I know that we have lots of special guests this morning with us in the chamber. So with that, announcements and introductions, and then we will recess for the Committee on Appropriations. Representative Pabode.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And this is an announcement to the House Finance Committee, which I know I will have to tell you all individually what I'm going to say right now, but I'm just going to say it for the public, which is any bills that come out of committee today may be scheduled, that are routed to finance, may be scheduled for tomorrow upon adjournment. I can't tell you what those bills are right now, but I'm just letting you and the public know that keep an eye on those bills that are coming out of committee today that are routed to finance. You may see them tomorrow upon adjournment. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Further announcements or introductions? Going once. Representative Escar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I have 2 announcements for you. Don't forget, bring $5 and wear your jeans tomorrow to be able to help us with the Freedom from Sexual Violence movement that's across the entire state and country. wear jeans tomorrow. Make sure you let your aides and interns know as well. There's been questions. They are allowed to wear jeans as long as they bring their $5. We will have boxes to collect the money on the floor. Also, Democrats, I still need 2 judges for the chili cook-off tonight. 2 judges for the chili cook-off. I've got Bridges and I've got Roberts. If you want to, come to my desk and sign up, because if there's more than 4, I got to pull names. Thank you.
Madam Speaker.
All right. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem and members.
Madam Speaker.
Can we please have your attention?
Members, please pay attention to the well. Madam Speaker is offering a tribute this morning.
All right. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. There's so much excitement on the floor this morning, lots of conversations. But we have some very special guests with us today from SCFD, and we do have a tribute to present. Mr. Randall, will you please read the tribute? And members, can we please have your attention in honor of our guest today?
The House of Representatives, convened in the 71st General Assembly, hereby extends sincere commendations to the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. The members of the Colorado House of Representatives commend the SCFD for 30 years of serving the public through the promotion of arts, culture, and scientific programming. Your steadfast support and mission to ensure unparalleled levels of access for Colorado residents, offering thousands of free and discounted activities each year, is a model of civic leadership and community impact. With the help of SCFD, the organizations providing cultural access to the region and the state of Colorado are the envy of communities across the nation. With the emphasis on culture for all, SCFD continues to be a shining example of how the things that unite us are far greater than those that divide us. On request of Speaker of the House Crisanta Duran and Representatives Casey Becker, Janet Buckner, Leslie Herod, Matt Gray, Chris Kennedy, Polly Lawrence, and Daphne Michelson-Janae, given this 24th day of April 2018, State Capitol in Denver.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, it is my pleasure to rise today and offer a tribute to the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. You may not know that this year marks 30 years in existence for this district, and that's 30 years of supporting arts, science, and cultural organizations across the 7-county metro area. It's also 30 years of voter-supported funding for these organizations. Not only did voters create the district in 1988, but they have returned to the polls 3 additional times to reauthorize it. I am one of the voters that have seen the incredible value of investing in the arts and culture and that promotes our Colorado way of life. And you may not know this, some of you may know this, but for many years I performed flamenco dancing, and the lessons I learned about perseverance and commitment and the deeper cultural insights I gained have stayed with me and are part of the person that I am today. I know many of you can think of these kinds of experiences that have shaped you as well. And from the large flagship organizations like the Zoo, the Art Museum, the Museum of Nature and Science, to regional anchors like the Cleo Parker Robinson Dance Company that I currently serve on the board of, or the Colorado Railroad Museum, to our smaller local favorites. The support of this district has made a difference for our counties in charting our own cultural future. Last year, $57 million went out in support of dancers and actors and botanists and historians and so many more. And you don't need to live in the Denver metro area to see the benefit of this district. We know this district generates $1.85 billion annually in economic activity, which benefits our entire state. And we also know that these cultural organizations serve our children, providing more than $3.9 million in educational visits. And the list of benefits go on. Today, we have leadership of the district as well as leaders from some of the organizations supported by the district in the chamber. And can I please ask everyone who is here with SCFD to please stand to be recognized for your hard work. We
appreciate your work and the contributions you make to so many facets of our lives. As part of the SCFD's presence with us today, many of its partner organizations will be performing and providing displays on the first floor. Please stop by and see some dance, hear some music, or take in some of the art that is on display. Activities will be going on there following upon our adjournment from the floor through 12:30 p.m. with a proclamation from the governor at 10:30 a.m. Happy 30th birthday to the SCFD. Thank you for all that you do for the state of Colorado.
Representative Herod.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, SCFD is definitely one of my favorite things about Colorado. A lot of folks don't know how it works, though. And as a former member of the Denver Cultural Affairs Commission, we worked hand in hand with SCFD to ensure that all of Coloradans had access to arts and culture throughout the state. So it's a 1 cent sales tax on $10 goes to the district. That money, $57 million, goes to organizations of all sizes in all 7 districts. County cultural organizations make funding decisions for the largest group of organizations. And organizations are funded through the district based on factors including access, operational cost, income, and attendance. So who benefits? Millions are served. More than 13 million citizens enjoy access to thriving cultural organizations each year. 3.9 million students per year have cultural experiences thanks to SCFD. And more than 52 million people annually experience cultural events for free or at reduced cost thanks to SCFD. So in my district, I'm proud to have some organizations that you might know, like the Museum of Nature and Science, the Denver Zoo, and also some smaller organizations like City Park Jazz. If you're here in the summer, come join me at City Park Jazz on Sundays. It's a great time. We also, of course, have Cleo Parker Robinson Dance, Lighthouse Writers Workshop, which I attend myself, and I love that facility as well. And so there are so many different organizations that SCFD supports, many of which your districts also benefit from. And so I just want to, again, thank you and welcome SCFD to the Chamber today and to the Capitol.
Madam Majority Leader and members, please continue to pay attention to the well. We're speaking to the tribute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem, and thank you all for participating in a tribute today for the Science and Cultural Facilities District. Some have the notion that SCFD really is only organizations in Denver, but living in Boulder and having 64 organizations that are funded through SCFD. SCFD is a valued and really important part of our community. It funds things from Boulder Chautauqua to the Boulder History Museum, Boulder Symphony, the Longmont Council for the Arts, and just a whole list of fantastic organizations. So we appreciate you being here today and everything you do in our communities.
Representative Michelson-Janae.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. And I, too, am here to talk to you about SCFD and the work that SCFD does in Adams County. Some of the organizations you might have heard of include the Colorado Educational Theater in Westminster, the Commerce City Cultural Council in Commerce City, where I live, Inside the Orchestra in Aurora, and the Thornton Community Band in Thornton. All around Adams County, we have SCFD organizations. And when I moved to Colorado in 1995, one of the first things that I did was I joined a choir. And that choir is an SCFD organization, and the choral conductor is here. If I could have your attention, I would like to introduce Carol Kozak Ward in the back corner of the room, who is the founder and conductor of the Colorado Hebrew Chorale. And in the Colorado Hebrew Chorale, the name might be a little bit of a misnomer because we sing in Yiddish and we sing in Ladino and we sing in all sorts of native languages and dialects of the Jewish people that you might not have ever heard of. And it is a tremendous cultural experience to take part of, and they are one of very many tremendous SCFD organizations. Welcome, Carol, and thank you, Colorado Hebrew Chorale and SCFD.
Representative Lawrence.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I was honored to be one of the co-prime sponsors for the referred measure for SCFD to take it back to the voters. It's been such a successful program across the Denver metro area and beyond the Denver metro area. And for Douglas County, for those of you who aren't aware of the impacts, we have 12 Tier 2 and Tier 3 organizations in the county, and 455,000 Douglas County residents have been served by these organizations. And some of them include the Town of Parker Cultural Department, City of Lone Tree, the Lone Tree Arts Center, Cherokee Ranch and Castle Foundation in Sedalia, Hot Quest in Parker, Lamb Springs Archaeological Preserve over on my side of the county near Roxborough Park, the Lone Tree Symphony Orchestra, Performance Now Theater Company, the Roxborough Arts Council, which is a great group of small artists in the Roxborough Park community who have joined together to make their artwork available and on display to the public. South Suburban Community Orchestra. There are a lot of different organizations that the SCFD supports, and I would just ask that we all recognize that and continue supporting the SCFD.
Thank you, Representative Lawrence. Thank you for your leadership. Further announcements or introductions? Representative Buckner. And is this to the SCFD tribute?
Yes,
okay,
this
perfect.
is to SCFD tribute. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm representing Arapahoe County and the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. 898,000 Arapahoe County residents are served by Tier 1 organizations, and $2.1 million in SCF funding was distributed to Arapahoe County in 2017. And I'd like to name some of the organizations that all of you have heard of and recognize them today. City of Aurora Cultural Services, Hudson Gardens Event Center, where all of us go for fine entertainment, Aurora Symphony Orchestra, Littleton Symphony Orchestra, Cherry Creek Corral, City of Aurora Open Spaces and Natural Resources Division, Korean Colorado Chorus, Greenwood Village Arts and Humanities Council, South Suburban Parks and Recreation Nature Programs, and Young Voices of Colorado, just to name a few that benefit from SCFD. Thank you and happy birthday.
Representative Gray.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker. I'm also here to speak in proud support of the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. A lot of their facilities all across the metro area are a great resource for parents like myself who have young kids to help teach them about the world, but also they play a big role in my local community in Broomfield. Things like the Broomfield Symphony Orchestra are funded by SCFD, but they're also helping to invest in our future as well. The sort of next generation of development in Broomfield is going to involve a new campus. It's going to include the Butterfly Pavilion, education through Adams 12, and other folks across our community getting together to teach young folks in Broomfield and in the whole metro area about science and about invertebrates, and it's going to be fantastic. So thank you so much, like everyone else, for what you do.
All right. Further discussion on the SCFD tribute? Seeing none, on behalf of the entire General Assembly, thank you for all of the work that you do, reaching communities across Colorado on behalf of the arts. Further announcements or introductions? Further announcements or introductions? Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I will be absent on Friday, the 27th, I believe. It's been approved by the Majority Leader.
All right, that you will be excused. Further announcements or introductions? Representative Petley.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker. The Judiciary Committee will not be hearing Senate Bill 109 this afternoon. So 109, Garnett and Wist, audio communications, notarial acts is off the calendar.
Representative Escar and Representative Singer.
Thank you. You're welcome. Members, you may not have heard me earlier, and I have more announcements around wearing jeans tomorrow. We actually have donation boxes now. One is on Representative Arndt's desk, one is on Representative Lawrence's desk. $5 to wear denim tomorrow, and if you did not pack jeans or you don't have any jeans to wear, Representative Singer may have a solution for you.
Representative Singer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We're all about options here. I know we're feeling a little tied up with the session. One of our great active friends out there, Laura Richards, who's a wonderful seamstress, has put these ties together. If you're feeling a little autumnal and floral, just for $5 instead of wearing jeans, you can wear a denim tie. If you're feeling like you need to work into your sportsman's world, we have a camo.
Camouflage.
Blue tie, I guess if you're hunting in the ocean. And then if that doesn't work, we have this nice little checked pattern here as well. So feel free to show your support for a great organization and a great cause, and make sure that you still follow the tie rule as well. And Representative Michelson-Janae also has some beautiful denim flowers as well. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
Further announcements or introductions? Representative Valdez, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you, Madam Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
It is an honor to serve with you, too.
Members, mark your calendar. 4 months from today is what? August the 24th. It's starting at the State Fair in Pueblo. Come on down, Pueblo. We'll be kicking it off with the golf tournament to support our youth. Also, be the legislative barbecue 4 months from today. We'll see you in August.
Further announcements or introductions? Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I just want to give you notice that the 2018 benefits open enrollment period starts on April 24th and ends on May 14th. This year's open enrollment is passive, which means if you don't make any changes during open enrollment, your elections just roll over to the next year. You must roll into an FSA before open enrollment closes on Monday, May 14th. To make any changes, go to benefitsolver.com. Here's information on a yellow piece of paper on your desk. So pay attention to this if you want to change your benefits. Thank you.
Further discussion, Representative Singer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. House Local Government Committee. We got a few new bills, and we might be hearing them as early as Thursday upon adjournment. So make sure that your calendar is free Thursday upon adjournment. It looks like the very least we'll be hearing a bill from Representative Valdez and Representative Liston on fire districts. I believe it's House Bill 1342. But in the meantime, keep your schedule free upon adjournment Thursday, and we look forward to seeing you Wednesday at 1:30 as well.
Further announcements or introductions? My goodness, it is a busy day. Further announcements or introductions? Going once. Going twice. Seeing no further announcements or introductions, we will take a recess, and the Appropriations Committee will meet in the, wow. With that, the House will stand in recess.